And she only fuck with the balls. And she only fuck with the balls. And she only fuck with the balls.
Yo, what's good, man? I'm about to hit y'all real quick with my opinion on why I'm not watching the Jeffrey Dahmer series. Why I'm not watching that series on Netflix right now is playing is almost top 5 of the shows they got going on right now. But one reason why I'm not watching that show is because of I remember the time frame that happened. You know what I'm saying? I was in my early 20s, maybe mid 20s, kind of maybe teenager. But I remember that what they was doing was trying to make Dahmer be really wicked and monstrosity. It was like he had just did some wicked shit. And they were even saying what he did on the news, like he had people body parts in his refrigerator. He was eating them. He was doing this. And then they also was saying that at the time on the news, when I was a kid, that all his victims were black. Like a lot of his victims was black. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning that is because that's not too far removed from another thing that they were doing, what they're doing with his show now. What they're doing with his show now is making a TV show off of a serial killer or a person that did a lot of murders. At that time, when I was maybe 19, 20, whatever time frame he did the murders, I was watching TV all the time. It was not cable. It was not a lot of and internet, obviously. So they had a guy from Chicago named John Wayne Gacy. So they would always do movies about his murders. And he had the same MO where he would invite people to his crib. He would kill them, stash them in his basement, whatever. And then over time, they killed him. They caught him. You know what I'm saying? So they was always doing movies back then about that person. And so now this guy's stories is starting to regurgitate. And they probably did movies about Dahmer before. I just probably wasn't privy to it. But Netflix is such like a hub. So when you're paying attention, you focused on it. So it's like, I just don't really want to see nothing like that. And then I tried like for at least 3 minutes. I looked at it. I was like, look, pop it on there and see. And then I started seeing a male person, black guy, being a gay person trying to, I guess they was in a house together, him and Dahmer, and he was trying to get at him. But Dahmer had got physical with the gay guy and almost pulled a knife on him or something like that. But then the gay guy still was okay with it, like after the fact. And it was like, wait a minute, what? Like he didn't seem scared or I don't know if that happened in real life. And I'm just thinking like that probably seemed a little bit too Hollywoodish because if you pulled a big ass butcher knife on any fucking body, you know damn what your sexual orientation is, that person gonna be scared out of his wits inside a home, inside a house or apartment. You're trying to get the fuck up out of there. I cut it off, so I didn't watch no further because it was just getting out of my what I want to see for movies. But just seeing how that's gotta be what they kind of promoting and shit, like this whole thing that the black dudes was naive to keep trusting this man to go over to his crib and get killed by him and all that shit. It's really fucked up because they could have stopped him. And you know and I know that a lot of times white people don't stop each other. You know what I mean? They see what's going on, they see what the other person's doing, and they don't get involved. They mind their business. Why? I don't know. I ain't white. It ain't like that in our culture. Most black people call you out for shit you do. Yo, hey, the fuck you doing, man? Hey, nah, man. And I always make a joke that white people don't stop each other. So, for instance, can you imagine back in slavery, the first time a white person came to another white person's house and they saw a black person working and living in his house, and he walked in there and said, hey, man, this ain't right, man. You can't do this, man. That's a person like me and you. You can't make him work and do all this stuff in your house. That's not right. Or did he come to the house and say, wait, so you got a person working in your house, cleaning, fixing shit, and all that? It's a person like me and you. Oh shit, this is amazing. I gotta go get me one. So they don't necessarily walk up on each other and be like, hey, don't you do that. It's not necessarily, if they do, obviously it turns into wars. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why they don't do it, because it turns into wars in their culture, meaning that they'll be, at each other's head for real. You know what I'm saying? So seeing that movie just kind of make me be like, damn. So those black people had nobody to support them. There wasn't no police, wasn't nobody in the building, nothing. You know what I'm saying? And obviously they didn't because they are dead today. So it's just really horrible to see that. And I don't know. And for me, it's just a little over the top. I mean, I know what I heard on the TV and what I heard about Dahmer and everything about him was really rough. You know what I'm saying? It was really extravagantly crazy. And you couldn't even imagine that they was doing shit or people would even do that. But he did, you know what I'm saying? And they found out he did. It's like he had body parts all in his crib in jars and shit. Like, This ain't even real. I mean, maybe I'm getting it all confused, but I just remember that time frame, and it was like this was the murder of the century, and then murderer of the century, and then eventually he got killed in prison. Some guy murdered him in prison, and that's just what happened. Why I don't know, how I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I just remember that now they's capitalizing off his death. But the question is, do the family get money? Do the families of the victims get money? Do their kids get money? Or I don't even know if they had kids, but do the parents get money? You know what I'm saying? Like, or not. It was just like, hey, we just depicting this. We're not saying this is true. We're not making this real. We read this article and we made a movie off of it. You know, because sometimes that's what artists do. It's not necessarily they making an exact depiction of what happened. They just doing a depiction of what their idea of what happened, because this is what filmmakers do. This creativity is. It's like, hey, I think this fucking was going on. So this is what my movie gonna project, even though that might be inaccurate as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So all that's just stuff to think about, man. I'm not gonna hold y'all long today. I'm gonna let y'all get back to y'all day, but I ain't watching the Dahmer thing. But I have watched other movies like the movie Fall. I watched Jazzman Blues by what's my man's name? Tyler Perry, which was good as fuck. And it was little parts on there that I probably want to chat with y'all about. And I'm actually kicking with y'all and talk to you about every one of them joints, because I dig the movies and I want to talk to you about it. It was another one I recently saw, but that movie Fall was the dopest one. FAL. You can Google that joint. That was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy because my hands sweated the entire time watching the movie. And this is deep as fuck for me, because I'm like, I ain't never did that. I'm looking at my hands like, maybe that's not happening. But just watching the movie, studying, paying attention to the story, my hand palms were sweating. So I'll tell y'all more about that storyline too. So I want y'all to like and subscribe. I want y'all to share, but I want you also to tell me in the comment section, what movie have you seen recently? I want to know, what movies should I watch? You got movies that you got out there that I should check out? What other movie is coming soon that I might want to see? Horror film, I don't give a fuck what it's about, because I'm a movie buff. I like to watch all that shit. Also, I want to know, did you get a chance to see Dahmer? Do you watch Dahmer? Are you old enough to know what was going on in the news and as kids? And is that reflecting the storyline from this movie right here? Or is it just like some fluff? They just put some shit out there so y'all could just be like, yo, I liked it, it was good, or whatever. Because it's top 5 on Netflix, so it's a nice little series. There's people watching it. You know what I'm saying? So, and let me know what y'all think. So I'm going to get off this line right now. I'll holler at y'all in a minute. This your boy Hood. Yusef 2 times. That's my rap name. That's on my other channel. Yusef 2 times. Holla at me on there. I also got clothes on that brand. Yusef2times.com. My other brand is I Love Shy. The letter I, LUVCHI.com. ILoveShy.com. These your homie. And you're going to love that stuff I got up there, man. I've been working on this brands for a long time, so I'm releasing them to y'all, because y'all rock with me. I rock with you. All right. Peace.
And she only fuck with the balls. And she only fuck with the balls. And she only fuck with the balls.